You've landed on Paracord planet, and in this video, we're going with the flow and continuing our Astrology Bracelet series with Pisces. Born between February 19th and March 20th, Pisces are one of the most creative and empathetic of the zodiac signs. Their symbol is two fish swimming away from each other. So we chose a weave that looks like fish scales, a 3-color trilobite. For supplies, you will need 10 feet or 3.5 meters of Summer Breeze 550 paracord, 6 feet or 2 meters of Seafoam 550 paracord, and 6 feet or 2 meters of Turquoise 550 paracord, as well as a 5/8 inch buckle of your choice, since Pisces are so creative. And then you'll also need your scissors, lighter, stitching needle, and jig as usual. To get set up, go ahead and clip into your jig. Then grab Seafoam and Turquoise. Cut them both at an angle. Then take your lighter and use it to melt both of the working ends before squishing them together like this to create a fuse. You can use the bottom of your lighter to flatten it down a bit and go ahead and make a fold just off to the side of that fuse point. Take that down through the opening in the top buckle. Then take your working ends through the little loop that you just created and pull to create a cow hitch knot. So next, you're going to take your working ends down through the top of the bottom buckle. Then you are going to take your turquoise end, come up through the middle of the core strands, kind of lay it across itself, then go back up through the buckle near the outer edge, and place it under itself and pull tight to create a single strand cow hitch knot. And you're going to want to make sure that your core strand is still really tight. Now we're going to do the same thing with the Seafoam working end over here on the left. We're going to come up through the middle again, place it over itself, and back up through the buckle. You might have to squish those other cords down to give yourself enough room to come through. Make sure you take it underneath itself and pull tight to create another single strand cow hitch knot. And here's how it should look on the front. We'll take it off and show you the back really quick. Notice how the cords are going straight up and down and there's no crisscrossing. Then we're going to take those working ends back down through the top buckle, one on each side of your center core. To create a 4-strand core. Next, take your Summer Breeze. Use your scissors to trim at an angle. Melt the end a little bit. Line it up with the bottom of your stitching needle and twist away from yourself to lock that cord in place. Then you're going to go in between the turquoise cords through the center of your cow hitch. And out between your Seafoam cords, just like this. Then pull through until you have the same amount of Summer Breeze on each side. And now you're ready to start weaving. So for this first pass, grab your turquoise end over here on the right. Take it over Summer Breeze, over its own core strand, and under the two center core strands out over the Seafoam core strand. Now you're going to want to reach over Summer Breeze, grab your left Seafoam working end, take it over Summer Breeze, under itself, through this little hole that we just created, over the two center strands, and out under Turquoise. So it should together make this little X. Now you're done with the weird pass, and the rest of this is going to go as follows. Take your right Summer Breeze, place it over Seafoam and Turquoise, under the two center strands of the core, and out over Seafoam. Now you're going to reach under Turquoise, grab the left Summer Breeze end, take it under Turquoise and under Seafoam, out through this little hole, then place it over the center core strands and out under Turquoise. Just make sure to push your weave up and tighten down your cord as you go. We think this helps it look more like fish scales. Okay, we're gonna keep going at a slower pace until you get the hang of it. Then we'll speed things up and meet you at the end when it's time to finish. Once you reach the bottom, you want all of your working ends to come out on the underside of the weave. So we're going to take these over here on the left and bring them over to the right. So take your Turquoise up through the bottom, over the core strands, and out through that little hole on the right hand side. If it's too difficult, you can always use your stitching needle, which is what we end up doing here on our last Summer Breeze stitch. Now go ahead and unclip from the jig. Use your scissors to trim all the working ends about 1/4 of an inch away from your weave. Then use your lighter to melt the edges for about 3 to 6 seconds and use the bottom of the lighter to flatten everything down. And here's how the finished weave should look. For all our Pisces out there, we hope it lives up to your dreams. If you liked this video, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to see more videos like this one. Next up in our Astrology Bracelet series, Aries. Thanks again for watching. Until then, see you next time.